Hi, my name is Carmelle Jean-Francois, and I am a sugar addict. I don't refer to myself as a sugar addict anymore. I refer to myself as a recovered sugar addict. The reason why I didn't consider my sugar addiction as a liability was for two reasons. When I realized that I was addicted to sugar and addicted to food, I was actually a fitness trainer at the time. And so I pretty much looked the same way that I do now. And not only that, I wanted to support my addiction. Why? Because I love the stuff. So I would take as much sugar as I wanted, with a splash of coffee. And on top of that, anytime I went to a party, anytime I ended up at a wedding, I was looking for that extra piece of cake. I finished eating my piece of cake, and you eating the rest of your cake? And I would eat maybe 1, 2, sometimes 3 candy bars a day. The candy bars with the wrappers that say protein? Yeah, those kinds of candy bars disguised as protein bars. That's what I was consuming practically every day. There was sugar in every single meal. There was sugar in every treat. There was sugar in every snack that I ate every single day. And I used to brag about it because I never wanted sugar out of my life. And again, as long as I looked the way I did, I was okay. The second reason why I never considered my sugar addiction as a liability was because I didn't get a diagnosis until I got a diagnosis. Some of you already know my story. Not only was I diagnosed with pre-diabetes, but my doctor slapped on 2 additional diagnoses with that: high cholesterol and fatty liver disease. So I got 3 for the price of 1. And I gotta tell you, I was surprised, but not surprised. Something in me told me that this is a result of the way you've been eating. So interestingly enough, around the same time I got diagnosed, I also was inspired to go whole food plant-based. I had been surrounded by a community of whole food plant-based vegans. And so I said, let me see what the big deal is about. Inspired, maybe God was talking to me and telling me in which direction to go. So between the time that I was actually diagnosed and the time that I saw my doctor again, in that interim, I became whole food plant-based. I retested and I had a sonogram. And when the doctor called me back 2 weeks after my diagnosis to discuss with me my results, she says, I don't understand what happened. All your markers are gone. I said, oh my God. I said, I became vegan. And I knew from the bottom of my soul that was what did it, nothing else. There was no mistakes in her chart. There was none, because God whispered something in my ear and told me to become whole food plant-based. Now I can say out loud and admit and understand and even realize how my sugar addiction was a huge liability to my fitness career. Picture me training somebody saying, you do 10 more squats while I go check on my blood sugar level because it might be high today. I'll lose all integrity. There's no way I could be a fitness trainer and ill at the same time with not 1, not 2, but 3 diagnoses. But I gotta tell you, the work was not done yet. My work was not done because sugar was still calling my name, and every once in a while I answered. And also, I didn't give up sugar completely. I was doing the stevia and the monk fruit and the maple syrup and the honey. I was still getting that dopamine hit, the same one that I was getting when I was eating just regular table sugar. And so I realized something. I realized that in order for me to curb my cravings, actually get rid of them and eliminate them 100% altogether, I was gonna have to go completely salt, oil, and sugar-free. Why all 3 of them? Because they come in 3s. The foods on our supermarket shelves and in fast food restaurants that are inundated with sugar is oftentimes inundated as well with oil and salt. So I had to give up all 3 in order to achieve my benefits. And I gotta tell you, it was the best decision that I made. Was it easy? Heck no. I'm not gonna lie to you, it wasn't easy. But what happened between the time that I made the decision to completely wipe salt, oil, and sugar out of my diet for good, and right now, no more cravings. I can now eat a meal and not be hungry or craving anything for 4 hours. In fact, I don't even crave anything anymore, which is mind-boggling to me. I feel like I've always craved something since the time I'm 12 and maybe beforehand. And now to actually go throughout a day and just kind of say, oh, it's been about 4 hours since I've eaten and I'm kind of feeling a little hungry. I don't feel hangry anymore. I don't experience cravings anymore. What I feel is a complete sense of freedom from sugar, and I never thought it could be. And I'm actually quite excited about it. I'm no longer a fitness trainer. I am now a nutrition coach, and I'm a nutrition coach that emphasizes fitness. My health is no longer a liability. My health is an asset, and I am a walking example of the fact that this process works. For those who have food addiction and sugar addiction and cravings, we can actually beat and kick those cravings for good by implementing a whole food, plant-based, vegan, and fit lifestyle. I am the walking example, and I'm here to teach others how to do the same. My name is Carmelle Jean-Francois. I am the owner, founder, and CEO of C-Fit Coaching. I'm working with individuals who have come to realize, like me, that they have a food and sugar addiction. And what I do is I guide them to implementing a whole food, plant-based, vegan, and fitness lifestyle in order to not only combat that addiction, but also combat any of the chronic conditions that come along with that addiction. And my mission is to teach individuals about the delicious health benefits of real food and about how sweet it is on the other side of addiction. No lie. It's waiting for you. Come get this help. Sign up and register to get on the waiting list for my 6-week challenge so that you too can understand and enjoy and experience the sweet freedom of being addiction-free and finally free of those cravings. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Way. I feel like your finger's in the way right there. Okay.
I don't see it, but
okay. Batting. Shit. I was on a roll. And the first reason was I was already a fitness trainer. I pretty much look like the way I do now. And
I'm so sorry. There was a bug right by my eye.
I saw it. I saw you like